I'm Sebastian St. James. How do you make $130,893.69 with Amazon shares? I'll let you know. And would I buy Amazon shares today? The reason why I've chosen Amazon today to talk about is because of the crash in the market. The S&P 500 has gone down. We all know about this. And the tech stock, the Nasdaq 100, has crashed even further. Now is an excellent time to kick the tires of Amazon and to see whether it's actually a decent company or not. Amazon shares are scary, and here's why. This is a graph of Amazon share price over the last month. And as you can see, it's dropped by 27.47%, down 27%. Is that good? No, obviously not. Is that a short-term problem, or is it an indication that there are problems over the long term? Well, we'll find out. Here is the stock price of Amazon year to date. So year to date means from January 1. It has gone, down 34.97%. Yes, not a good look. But we know the market in general has gone down, but Amazon, you're not looking particularly healthy at the moment. Keep in mind that all these graphs are live. They're literally captures right at the time of recording these videos. So if you're watching me, you are up to date. So that's year to date, which is the last 5 months. Let's go further. Let's go a whole year. Well, not much better, to be honest. Down 32.23%. So if you're concerned about the recent history of Amazon share price, then it's a clear miss. If you like to invest in Amazon shares over the longer term, it makes sense to look back over a longer period of time, right? The last 12 months, we know what's been going on in the market. Let's get a better perspective, and let's say over the last 5 years. Here is the stock price over that period of time where it's gained 130.89%. That includes a drop now, right? So this is not some cherry-picked period in time. This is right up to today, including all the worst times, but simply objectively going back the last 5 years. So if we look at Amazon over the last 5 years, having made 138.9%, is that a good return, or is it not? Well, that's something, fortunately, I can answer for you. 5 years ago, the share price of Amazon was $959.84 per share. Today, the share price of Amazon is $2,216.21. So we know that the share price has gone up over the last 5 years. Well, we saw that in the graph. How much is that? Is that just a little bit, including the drop? Or is that a lot bit? Yes, I've made up a term. We will find out. Well, 2,216.21 minus 259.84, that's the price 5 years ago, is a growth of 1,256.37 watts. Well, that's dollars. If I whip out my CAGR calculator, compound annual growth rate, then I can tell you what the per year growth rate of that share price is. So we pop in what it was at the beginning, we pop in what the value is now over the 5 year period, and it gives, 18.22%. That's pretty good. That's per year. That's not over the 5 years. That's averaged, or compound averaged. That's what CAGR is all about after all. But that's a per year growth rate, which is amazing. Now, if I put $100,000 into Amazon shares 5 years ago, and including the crash right up to today, remember everything's right up to today, how much would I have made? Well, we can just look at the relative share prices and do the math. Today's value would be $230,893.69 from putting $100K in. That's pretty amazing. If I subtract 230K minus 100K, then the profit I've made on Amazon stocks over the last 5 years is $130,893.69. Thank you very much. This is amazing growth for sure, and that's an amazing profit. But how does that compare to the market overall, to the S&P 500? Let's take a look. Well, here's the share price. We see in blue Amazon, and we see the crash, all right? So we're acknowledging that that's happening, but we see in red the S&P 500. Over that 5 year period, it is a growth of 130.89. We've seen that for Amazon, but the S&P 500 has only grown by 68.28%. So even with this tech crash, over the last 5 years, Amazon has well and truly beaten the market. Would I buy Amazon shares today? Would I buy Amazon shares as a long-term investment? Because we know the last 5 years was really good. What about the next 5? Well, let's look at the fundamentals. Amazon has a market cap of $1.127 trillion, so it's huge. No, it's not this big, it's huge. Is that in frame? No, probably not, but that's how big Amazon is at the moment. So stability because of its size alone, yeah, it's certainly got that. Amazon shares has a price-to-earning ratio of 53.16 TTM. What does TTM mean? It's the trailing 12 months. So that's its historical return. Why are we talking about that? Well, traditionally, PE, price-to-earnings ratio, was over the last 12 months. So that's nothing new. But some brokers have started to estimate the future returns and do some sort of average. So when we talk about the PE ratio, we need to specify what we're talking about here. So is a PE ratio of 53.16 good? Or is it bad? The average PE for the whole S&P 500 has historically ranged from 13 to 15. 13 to 15, 53, incredibly high. So Amazon, even now, after the stock crash, it's not a value stock. It's a growth stock. And if that's important to you, then keep that in mind. So what about the future of this stock? We know it's down at the moment, but how would it be, say, over the next 12 months? According to Yahoo Finance, the one-year target estimate is $3,680, and the stock price right now is $2,216. So Yahoo Finance, this is not me. Yahoo Finance is estimating that Amazon's stock price is going to have a massive growth over the next 12 months. Is it? Well, this is an estimate. We'll have to wait and see. That is a 66% gain predicted over the next 12 months, which, yeah, if that comes true, is mighty impressive. Is that prediction reasonable? Well, the S&P 500 has a high growth of expectation, so if the S&P 500 is down now, I certainly expect it to grow over time. So that part doesn't surprise me. The Nasdaq 100, of which Amazon is one of the main constituents, has historically outperformed over time. So yes, I would expect if it's in a crash now that it would in fact grow over time. Whether it's going to grow exactly in those 12 months, I don't know. But right now, of course, it's not. And buying the dip in the share price, yeah, that makes sense. By the way, I have some analysis videos coming out on some other stocks, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. So I would consider that a high growth in Amazon's share price over the next few years is reasonable. Not guaranteed, yeah, but certainly reasonable. Let's look at the chat, the scuttlebutt about Amazon right at the moment. This is according to Yahoo Finance. I'm not sure where they get this from. Kush333 does talk about the 20-to-1 stock split that is going on at the moment. What does the 20-to-1 stock split actually tell us? What is that an indication of? It is an indication that the price is getting too high. If you have a company and you buy into it, say 50 years ago, and the share price of that company just goes up and up and up, like Berkshire Hathaway, for example, and like Google did with their A shares. The price is sort of fixed in time. Very quickly, it becomes hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy one share. So companies whose shares prices are going up over the time typically split their share price. The shares are cheaper to buy and perfectly reasonable and accessible by the average person. So a stock split is actually a positive sign on balance. According to UpDown, Amazon is a super buy at this price. Its AWS cloud is super profitable and Amazon won't go out of business. Okay, that's his opinion. Kevin says that Amazon is trading 10% below its 50-month average. The last time this happened was in January 2009, near the Great Recession, the bear market. So that's the chat on the street at the moment, for what it's worth. Now let's have a look at some objective facts. As of last quarter, the profit margin is 4.48%. The operating margin over the last 12 months is 4.12%. The quarterly revenue growth year over year is 7.3%, so their revenue is definitely going up. Let's look at the trend of its financials. The total revenue in 2018 was 232. Let's get rid of all those extra numbers and just keep the first few digits. In 2019, it was 280. 2020, it went up to 386. Of 21, it went up to 469. Now, over the last 12 months, it is 477. So its total revenue is going up, up, up. No problems there. Its gross profit in 2018 was 30, going up the next year to 38. The next year was 51. In 2021, it was 66. And over the last 12 months, it's been 64. Oh, so we may have had a little bit of dip in the profit. Let's keep that in mind. Here is the income statement. In earnings per share, 2018 was 20.68, up to 23 the next year, up to 42 in 2020, up to 65 in 2021, and we haven't done the 2022 yet, so we're not reflecting any dip, but let's see how that works out. So, what is the future expectation of the earnings for Amazon? Well, we have analysts who look at this and give their predictions. Here they are. 36 analysts predict over the current quarter, it will be 2022 September quarter. They say it's going to be 7.92%. The year they're saying will be 15.97%. And importantly, in 2023 next year, they're saying 53.28%. So the analysts are expecting a massive growth in earnings. It's not surprising if the earnings have dipped down that they're going to go back up again, but that's a good sign. So any current earnings issues, short term, the analysts say that's not a problem. We're expecting massive growth going forward. The revenue estimates by these analysts, 39 of them, says 119.64 billion, right up to 614.6 billion in 2023. 119 billion, 614 billion in next year. Yeah, that's a massive increase. So all the analysts are saying 2 thumbs up as far as its future is concerned. Let's look at the earnings history and how the analysts have been right or wrong as far as Amazon is concerned. In 2021, they estimated the earnings would be 12.3. Actually, they came out better at 15.12. In 2021, they predicted 8.92, but in fact, it underperformed their estimate. Oh. Still did all right, but they were expecting better. In 2021, they was thinking 3.57. In fact, it was 27.75%. Yo! So Amazon massively overperformed. And in 2022, they were thinking 8.36, but it was minus 7.56. So that's the shock, that's the surprise of the earnings at the moment, but analysts are predicting that won't be a problem going forward. Let's look at the major shareholders. Who owns this company? Is it all owned by Jeff Bezos? I'll tell you. The number of shares owned by insiders, so that includes Jeff, overall is 9.87%. That's hardly anything. That leaves the other 90% for you, potentially. Shares held by institutions, so these include index funds, is 60.52%. So that's all looking good. There's certainly Amazon shares available if you want to buy them. Let's summarize what we've found so far. Amazon has a long track record of high growth. It has had a recent earnings shock. And it certainly had a recent share market price shock, as has everything. The expectation for Amazon in the future going forward is strong earnings growth and strong share price growth. So should you buy Amazon? Should you get your money right now and put it in the market on this stock? Well, this video has been an objective view of the facts about Amazon. It's not a recommendation for or against Amazon, and you need to do your own research. As part of your research into Amazon, you need to understand how much Amazon is growing in comparison to the market. I've done a video on the growth of the market. Go ahead and click on it here.